How are you guys feeling about this game? Last year at home, we absolutely destroyed them. That was one of our best performances, if not the best Premier League performance last season when we played Manchester City at home. Yeah. But they were in quite a bad place. They had a really good win over Manchester United, absolutely cruised to that derby win over them. And they got Haaland still. He's still, for me, the best striker around. He scored 5, for Norway the other day. They scored 2 last weekend. I mean, he's going to be a problem. Manchester City at home, it's a huge game for Arsenal. We've had when you've looked at the game, it's been a tough start for Arsenal. Apart from the Liverpool game, we've negotiated it quite well. Are you confident we can get a win over Man City, Lee?
Yeah, I am. But this is, for me, where this game will tell me everything about Mikel Arteta. If he's going to win us the league or not. And I'll tell you why, because I believe that come Sunday, Liverpool will be 6 points above us, 9 points above Man City.
They've got Everton, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got them on Saturday. So if he plays at midfield, the 3 in there, Arsenal won't win the league. Because
so you're on about midfield we saw the other night.
Yeah, I think it's a negative midfield. It's a midfield where I think, I don't want to lose this game and all that. And I think if you're going to go and take Liverpool, you've got to do something, but you've got to be a little bit more brave to get over the line a bit. Champions League, different scenario. I'm talking about the league now. I want to see us go there and go, do you know what? I don't care that they're 6 points above us at this moment in time. I'm backing my attacking options and my team. We're going to go there and we're going to take it to Manchester City and we're going to beat it.
Well, it's at home. It's at home, right?
And it's at home. Yeah. A different scenario away from home. I see a team being picked at Liverpool where I felt like I don't want to lose this game rather than win it. When we're at home, I want to see us picking a team that's going to say we are going to win this game, we're not going to lose this game. And I think that's very, very important.
What about you? I mean, even last year, we sort of built it quite defensive foundations and there's counter-attacks on them every time and just like absolutely took them apart in the end.
I think, look, they've got to try and score a goal past us. Like, we ain't conceded a goal in open play and that's how they concede a lot of their goals. Look, don't underestimate City. They are, they can really hurt you really badly. But that game against Manchester United were very, very disjointed.
We're now chasing them because of negativity, like, you know what I mean? Like, listen, if he'd have got the job done and I don't think we're at home. If he goes with that 3 in midfield, I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I want to see. I think there has to be a mixture. You can't go gun-ho against Manchester City because we know that Man City, no matter what, they're going to be on the front foot. That's how they play, of course, right? So you can't go gun-ho against them, but I agree with Lee. There has to be a bit of creativity in that midfield to create for Madueke or Saka, whoever plays, for Gyökeres, for Eze. You know what I mean? Because I think with City, what I've seen of them this season, they're vulnerable at the back. They've still got that attacking intent.
Yeah.
I thought in the last game, Doku was really dangerous. He's probably, Haaland got the goals, but he was the danger. Doku. And Haaland, he's clinical. If you give him chances, he'll score, right? But when I looked in that game, and I've looked at a lot of the other games, and the Brighton game and other games as well. Remember, they've lost 2 games this season, right?
Spurs run all over them.
They look vulnerable at the back. So I'm a bit with Lee here where I'd be disappointed if we went too negative because I think if you can create chances against them, and I don't think defensively they're as good as Arsenal, no chance. And we got, they've got a new goalkeeper in Donnarumma, who's a world-class goalkeeper, but he's always been a bit questionable with, he's playing out from the back and he's got to get used to a new back 4 and that. I really want Arsenal to be on the front foot, press them and really test that defence because I think at the moment, You know, especially this early in the season, they can, you know, I think they will improve. But I think both on the midfield and that defence, I think you can get stuck into City. And
what's your midfield then? Come on, like the player. What's your
my midfield? It depends. Like if
Odegaard's 100%,
if Odegaard's fit, I bring him back in.
Right.
All right. If Odegaard's
not fit,
if Odegaard's not fit, I'm bringing Wayne Yeri.
Really?
Yeah, I'm bringing Wayne Yeri, man, because I just think, like, you know, you've got Zubimendi, you've got Rice there, right? You got your base there. I think Wanyeri, I like the way Wanyeri will pick the ball up and drive as well. So that's another runner in midfield, right? So you got Wanyeri, then you got your Eze's, Madueke. You got a lot of ball carrying players there that will cause problems to Man City's defence. So I wouldn't put
Eze in there, no?
Yeah,
Sorry?
I was just about to say that. Do you not move Eze? So
I think I keep Eze out on that left-hand side because I just think they're vulnerable out the fullbacks are vulnerable. And I think with Eze, with his bag of tricks, his little movements and stuff like that, and you've got Madueke over on the other side with similar, I think they'll create problems. That's what I...
Or do you not, you know, like you said, you don't want, you know, you don't...
What's the midfield three? That's what I want to know. Come on, stall him.
Definitely Zubimendi and Rice. You start with that. Now, look, do you start with Mourinho? Look, one thing you don't...
No, that's all he's asking, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
And if you do, you're going to be happy with that?
Because what I see with that, it's not playing negatively, it's playing sensibly. You know, you don't want to concede goals early. That's why we're not conceding goals.
You've got a back four of quality. You've got your depth.
No, I get that. I do get that. But there's a level of control to the game. This is the thing with Mourinho where I kind of, you know, I'm not saying he's my favourite player of all time or what, but one thing I do like about that, it offers us a level of control where we're not conceding goals. And then later on in the games, when teams are higher, when teams time, then you can dreams.
Then with Leon,
I'm not having that because eventually you're going to drop points like that.
I get that.
We're at home, right? I want to win that game. I think City, right? You know, I think we can beat City at home. Oh, we beat them last year and the year before, actually. But I think we can beat City at home. I think it'll be a bit of trepidation.
He's got to go with this against. We've got Newcastle the following week. Then.
And I think, yeah, sensible. But you got enough players in that team to be that defense is good. Whether it be Saliba or Mosquera, Timber, these guys are solid. And add into that the fact that we got a bit of advantage in this game. You know, we played on Tuesday; they've had to play on Thursday, right? So to me, I want to see Arsenal. With a lot of, I want to.
Tell me everything. I'd say that now. Even if we win with Mourinho, and listen, I'm not against Mourinho and Rice playing, or Mourinho and Zubimendi playing, or whatever. I don't want the three in there, right? Because I want one of those three to be creative. Yeah. One of those to make. To be up in play with Gyökeres, who's not going to be isolated, which he has done on every away game because we haven't had the midfield player going in there. We've scored goal after goal at home, right? If we even win that game, 1-0, 2-0, 4-0, right, with that three in midfield, we will not win the league with Mikel Arteta as manager.
Really?
Because I think at the end of the day...
Well, listen, if he decides to go at that midfield win 4-0, I'm happy.
No, I'll be happy, but I'll be happy. But I can tell you that late down the line, he'll go to Newcastle and drop points by playing that. He'll go to play against Liverpool at home or Man United at home and we'll drop points.
The thing is away from home, Lee, right? The sensible approach sometimes.
He used to do that, and I've got a problem with that.
But at home, I want to see us, right, against Man City. I know it's Man City. 2 years ago, I would have been completely fine. I'd be like, yeah, cool, man. Be sensible, it's City. I think we're a better team than City, right?
And that's what we've got to show, Rob. Yeah, that is what we've got to show.
And I think, right.
And we are a better team. We're not from
home, right? Yeah, at home, right. I want to see us like, you know, I don't think... Yeah, but I think we got the tools.
I want Mikel to come out on Sunday, right, and go, that's it. There's my team. That's a little bit more attacking. We are good enough, strong enough to beat anybody at home. Like I'm telling you, if you come there and go, oh, hold on a minute, I'm putting three holding midfield players and not playing creative, it tells me that you're not you're not confident enough to go for it. And I don't mean go gunno, as we're saying. We've still got the stability of 2 holding midfield players in Zubimendi and Rice. Rice don't have to go that much forward. But at the end of the day, I want us chests out where we are here. We are going to win this league. I believe that we're going to win this league. Not we're going to make no mistakes and nick goals at home. Maybe away from home every now and then.
They're not freehold.
We got Winston, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a great thing to do. Get him in the changing rooms at half time.
I mean, but at home, Emirates, 60,000 fans, you go there and you put down a marker.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
I would have judged, man.
They're not free.
I would have judged.
Free DMs, are they? Superman.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They haven't got that. They're not that creative one that's going to turn on.
None of those three
go past.
None of those 3 players are pretty.
What did they create? What have they created against Liverpool? Nothing. What have they created against?
But when they took Marino off against Liverpool, that's where
I'm not saying
open in the midfield a little bit. I understand what you're saying, and listen. You guys know I'm always.
You still ain't give us your midfield. You've gone for that midfield, haven't you?
Yeah, listen, I get the Wanyeri thing. I like the strength that it gives us. I like, having a solid team that's tough to break down, where, is everything. Like we said,
it's never got us over the line.
We ain't had this depth. This team's different. When you're talking about players like
finishers,
Eze, we've got finishers to come on. This. Don't forget as well. This game at the Emirates last season, right? The 5-1. When was that one? That was one in the latter stages of the game.
Later on in the game.
It was later on in the game. What it is just the sensibility of you're coming to the Emirates, you're getting it, and that's what we all do, right? But the team, you have also got to be sensible. You don't want to be conceding goals early against Man City.
I get that, but you've got Marty, you've got a back 4 of defenders. You've got 2 defenders in there, that's 6.
I know, but if you leave them,
so you want 7 or 8. You're not going to leave them exposed. You ain't going to leave them exposed, are you?
Well, they won't. They won't.
I'll tell you what, let's not play Gyökeres then. Let's not play him because he's going to get lives delayed.
No, you need.
Where's he going to get? Where's he going to get the service from?
Eze, you got Madweki. You've got Marino, you've got Rice. These are box-to-box guys that move it around.
I mean, I'll be fuming, if he does that.
I can tell.
I will, because it'd tell me everything he needs to. I'm not. And I think that he will. If I be honest, I think that he will.
Marino.
I think that he'll play that for it. If you're a betting man, I think that he will. And
I'm Lee. I'm with you, right? I want to see. Like either Wanyeri, Odegaard, even the reality over there.
Robert, I also, right, when I go to Arsenal, I also want to be entertained as well. Like, I don't want to see the best teams coming down and us putting in a defensive. I want to see us going and winning game. Let's take it to them.
Yeah, we get your prediction, Marty, for this game.
0-0.
1-0 City. No, 3-1 Arsenal.
1-0.
Despite all that attacking stuff, you just say 1-0.
And well, you just putting Dalman in the 6 and all of that, and start playing all these attacking players.
I think it'd be an attack. Hopefully, an attacking open game and saves and all that. But look, could be more. But I think, hang on. What I want and what Mikel's going to do are 2 different things in my thought. I think he's going to go with what Marty's saying. Right, and it's going to be a cautious, going like, I'm
going to go Marty's 3-1. I actually see.
Okay, so can I just say,
I'm going 3-1.
If we go with your Wanyeri in the middle, your team
2-0.
2-0.
But I don't think you asked for my prediction. You're telling me like
no. But if we go with your team, That's gonna. You're right. This is what I'm saying. So if we go with your team that you said, do you reckon that's?
I reckon 2-0. I think that 2-0, 3-0. I think we could be a real.
I do also.
I think could open them up. What Spurs rip them apart?
True.
Rip them apart. I actually looked at that game. I looked at that game and I said, well, this Man City team, are they that bad or Tottenham that good? I want us to be doing that. I want us to be saying.
But hold on. What did Tottenham? They did play with 3 holding midfielders that game. They did, didn't they? Yeah, but why? They had 3 holding midfielders.
Yeah, but they got forward. Yeah, I don't, but I don't do that, like, you know what I mean, like, listen, Brighton, they tired against Brighton. I think like that would be the thing of all their, like, you know. Listen, what I think I believe, I think Mikel will go down. Like, that's what he needs to convince me, Mikel, that, you know, you're going to be what. We are there, Robbie, right? We are there. We're so close to being... But what is it going to take to get us over the line? And what I believe is going to get us over the line is him being braver. Because I've seen him being cautious over the last season and it's done us... We haven't done it. Be that little... Get us over the line. I believe that Mikel can do it if he was just... But I don't know. This is why I'll be sitting there Sunday, very interested in his team selection.
How will you feel if he changes, swaps Gyökeres for Norgard as well?
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Kepa come on and go,